Welcome back to another episode of Two Peas Out the Pod podcast with Johnny and Shay.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So, what if I told you that the world's biggest diamond heist was pulled off without a single gunshot and the mastermind might still be laughing at us today? Forget Ocean's 11. This wasn't Hollywood. This was real life. And here's the wild part. Some of the details Netflix didn't cover that made this story even crazier. We're going to go ahead and cover those for you today.
So sweet. So we don't have to go over to Netflix. You can just come watch us and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You'll find us.
And as a disclaimer, we purposely did not watch the Netflix documentary because we wanted this to be our own take on it through our own filtered opinions and on our own research that we did.
So pretty much we read a book, then watched the movie. I got you. I understand exactly where you're
No,
coming
but give
from.
Netflix their flowers. If you guys want to go watch it, feel free. We just didn't purposefully watch it before this.
I will give them one carnation. That's what I will give them. One carnation.
Sounds good. So, guys, the perfect crime that shouldn't have worked. The Antwerp Diamond Heist in 2003 wasn't just about jewels. It was about timing, psychology, and arrogance. The thieves bypassed 10 layers of security, which honestly, I felt like the layers were kind of a joke.
Layers. The only layers I know is what is it? What was it? The cheesy burrito chalupas. Those are the only layers I know about.
Pretty much. 10 layers of security were bypassed with tricks that seemed laughably simple, from hairspray on heat sensors to aluminum foil blocking cameras. It was as if a group of magicians walked in and convinced the world that they were invisible.
It feels like they just went to their local Walmart and got all these ingredients. I'm
Pretty
just
much.
saying.
And then the lesson in this all, guys, sometimes the weakest link isn't technology, it's human confidence.
Yeah, man. I mean, if I was in that, well, you know what? I actually got a little story about that. Actually, I remember I tried stealing a green Power Ranger from KB Toys. Sorry, Mom, that you may be watching this.
She probably is going to call later.
She's gonna call me later. I had an opportunity. It was me, the Green Ranger in my right hand. Could have walked out. This is like before they had those little things before you check, you get out and stuff. So I could have easily, and then they have this little area where I knew there's no camera because when you're about to steal something, you gotta kind of case the place. Sorry,
As a little kid.
as a little kid, you gotta case the place for a minute.
Wow.
So I cased the place. I saw a grand total of 10 cameras. So I was like, all right, this may be kind of easy actually. So I went down an aisle with the Green Ranger, had another item in my hand, did the little switcheroo, and started walking out saying, oh, I don't want this toy. So it looked like I only had one. I actually had two. So I walk right out. And then Jiminy Cricket got on my right shoulder. It was like, John, you shouldn't steal this. And I was like, crap. I guess I shouldn't steal
So your
this.
conscience, basically.
So yeah, my conscience finally caught the best of me. So I just dropped the other toy right there. But I bet you on that camera, they were like, yeah, we could have got him.
Wow.
Them cops, they were ready to tackle me down.
Jeez. The only thing I ever stole was a candy bar when I was little.
Just a candy bar?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Excitement.
No racketeering in your...
No.
Okay.
Wow. So the real mastermind, guys, Leonardo Notarbartolo, if I said it right. He's the supposed leader.
Hey, are you gonna do it like Sesame Street style and put it down there so that
Sure, I will.
for the
I will when I
fans.
edit it. So check that out. The supposed leader wasn't your average criminal. He was a businessman by day, thief by night, and many believed he was just the fall guy for an even larger network.
I believe he was. He was probably like what does Drake say? Mafia ties. I believe that's what they always say. Mafia ties.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a mafia ties. I don't know.
Here's the kicker, though. Despite his arrest, most of the diamonds were never recovered. Billions vanished, leaving one question: who really walked away rich?
I believe everyone walked out there rich.
Who? I think one guy stole all the money, and then they all looked stupid at the end of it. That's what I thought happened.
No, like I said, they had mob ties. They're like, hey man, don't speak up about it.
Oh, you think they're just lying and saying that one guy took it?
Yeah, and then
that
I'm
was it?
sure because if I'm not mistaken, every person that got arrested only got 5 years, which I mean, come on.
Only-
They called the genius. Was the other guy genius? He got 5 years. The main guy, Speedy, and him both got
Oh, I
5
didn't
years.
know that. I
So
thought just Leonardo got arrested.
no,
I was
all
probably giving the baby a bath when that happened, guys.
yeah.
Who knows?
So
You know how we watch shows around here. I give the baby a bath and John watches the rest of it for me.
yeah, so yeah, the him and a couple of his associates got arrested, but again, the main guy that told him to go case the place because they know that he was working there to record it, and when he recorded it and stuff, and he gave it to the guy, he then called again, and when he got to the guy's house, he had a replica of that same vault. So yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That's crazy. So that takes us to our social media hit list for the day before we move on to other topics on our stolen diamond.
I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. You didn't even drop that to me.
So, which one are you going to show first?
I believe they came in the order you dropped them in, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm just gonna bear with me here as I struggle.
So, guys, if you have any shrimp at home, frozen shrimp that's pre cooked, please take a look at it and Google to see if it might be in this list of items because apparently, somehow, radioactive shrimp was sold at major grocery chains, including Walmart, in the last couple days.
Well, supposedly there's supposed to be another Hulk movie coming out, so maybe
That's why.
I'm just
That's why they
saying,
put it up
I'm
there.
just trying to maybe
Okay. I
Disney,
mean, I'm just really glad I don't eat
Marvel.
seafood at this point. I mean, everything else is always so effed up in our supply chain for food. And now the shrimp is too.
The shrimp's
Sorry.
gone bad, baby. The shrimp's gone bad.
Well,
I'm
every
sure
day it's like cucumbers are affected, throw those away. The next day lettuces, the next day tomatoes, the next day the meat's screwed up, the eggs are
the
screwed
meat's
up.
gone bad. The meat's gone bad.
I'm like, my God, is this just a scam so that we keep buying more groceries? Like, just throw all that stuff away and buy some new stuff.
Well, it goes to show you that in the world, we just like to waste food.
Isn't there a documentary that you're watching about our food chain and how gross it is?
Oh man, yeah, I was
I
watching
didn't
it.
watch it with him, but
Yeah, you quote unquote fell asleep.
no, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Whatever. The one time I took a nap in 4 months, guys, and he gave me a hard
No, I was actually giving you a soft time there.
time. We have a brand new baby if you're new to the channel, guys. He's about to be 6 months old in a couple of weeks.
She's just counting that down.
No, no, I'm just saying that's why sometimes I doze off a little bit.
What year is it again?
What year?
Yeah,
25.
2025.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just like 25. I'm like,
So
whoa,
why you
whoa,
asking me
whoa.
what year it
No, no,
is?
I'm just want to try to make sure if you know what year it is, because just make sure if you're still here.
Why would I know what year it is?
No, I don't know, because you were just saying like, things are going by, forget them.
Well, what are you talking about? You're so silly. Okay, guys, let's show the next one.
There
So
we
we're in
go.
Florida, guys. This is why this is really scary.
Oh, because yeah, that is huge.
So a Florida plumber found a clog in his toilet. It wasn't the kind of clog you might expect. Move over, murder hornets. We have plumbing pythons. Imagine thinking
Hell yeah.
you just need a plunger and ending up needing a crane instead. Florida, you've officially out Florida'd yourself. Like this is nuts.
And look right next to the Florida man.
That thing is probably what, 14 or 15 feet long?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do not like the snakes here, that's for sure.
Welcome to Florida.
I have a snake picture I can send you when I went on a walk around our neighborhood.
She got some snake pics. She's about to start her what is it called? Only friends with
Only
snake pics.
friends.
Only friends with snake pics.
Whatever. So, guys, there's just a lot of creepy animals down here. Snakes, lizards,
You name it, it's probably
everything.
down
We
here.
have it. So the other day I was walking with the baby.
She out here just finding snakes.
And the sun was on the bushes on the side of the building, and I looked over. This snake was sticking his head out of there. I was like,
Hold on,
scared the crap out of
I
me.
gotta share her back on. Hold
Oh,
on
you gotta
now.
share it again. Sorry.
Talking a little early. She done premature.
Anyways,
Yeah, so there was the snake popping its head.
yeah, he was getting sun, I guess, but it
Yo, the
scared the
snake.
crap out of me, bro.
Yo, this snake looked like he just came to Kendrick Lamar's pop out party because he just just pop. He's like, "What up?"
And then the other day I went to an appointment, and in front of the building, the sun was shining on the front of the building.
And you think that this was the same guy that was there?
No.
Oh, okay.
There
I
was
thought
a long black snake that was probably, like, 6 feet long on the door, like, it was a metal door that you had to open, and it was on the door handle hanging down in the sun.
yeah, he's just like, "Hey, man, what you doing?
And I
I see."
opened it, and he, like, ran off, and I, like, ran away from the
He
building
got
so
scared
fast.
too, man. He was like, "Oh, there's a white woman. Let's go."
And then I went in, and the guy in there was like, "What are you doing?" Because he saw me run away from the door, and I was like, "There was a snake on the door." And he
Oh,
was like,
you
"Oh."
should have said that you got a phobia. You're a agoraphobia or something. I got agoraphobia. I don't like opening up doors.
And then the guy was like, "Oh, yeah, that snake." The guy that worked there was like, "Oh, that snake's always here. He eats the rats." And I was like, "Oh my god."
Oh, yeah, well, that's how the world goes
That's the
around.
trade-off?
Yeah, that's how the world goes
That's not
around.
a trade-off.
That is how the world goes
No,
around, ma'am.
that's not a trade-off for me.
Well, I mean, remember at one point, what is it? When we had a rodent infestation, we had cats to do that, but they're so domesticated. So why not?
They're just too lazy to eat rats anymore. They're
I
just
mean,
like,
they'll
"I
still,
have Meow Mix. I don't need to eat any rats."
but yet but yet they'll give us pigeons.
Wow.
I never understood that.
Anyways, guys, that's funny. That snake was crazy, though.
How crazy.
If I saw that big ass one like that guy had in that bush, I would have probably had a heart
To be honest, I thought the
attack.
snake he looked like he was going to a pop up party for that one. Seriously.
So, guys, the shadow economy of stolen diamonds. So, this heist didn't just disappear into safes. Experts say the diamonds were likely funneled into the global black market, where they recut, rebranded, and resold. Who knows? Some of the jewels from this infamous robbery may be sitting in engagement rings, necklaces, or museum displays today, and no one would ever know.
So, ladies, keep doing what you're doing on your OnlyFriends and Instagram models that are out there. Just know that you may find yourself a high profile rich guy that's going to give you a cut diamond that ergo you may have to sell for him. So just
But
know
my
that.
whole thing is there that much a shortage of diamonds that people have to steal them to just do this type of stuff? I don't get it.
Well, I listen,
I mean, I don't know.
I'm going to be honest with you. I was not really big into jewelry or anything like that. So I don't really, I mean, really, I'm like, ah.
You're the one that wanted to do this one.
No, 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 no. I wanted to do that. You can make money out of it. Still,
Oh,
the
okay.
stealing, like that's the reason why I
You really
wanted to
like
do.
stealing part, guys. I better watch out.
Watch out now.
Jeez.
No, but what's everybody at home is probably just like clutching their pearls right now. Like,
Like,
oh, I'll be coming at your home soon, ma'am. No, but yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, that's the only thing you be able to do is just to I guess like to get rid of those diamonds is yeah, you'll have to do exactly what you said, make some art pieces out of it and then sell it that way and then, hope for the best at that moment.
oh, interesting. I know we did watch it. Remember we watched that documentary on how all the celebrities were buying fake diamonds and they didn't know it or something?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
crazy too. They thought they were
Yeah.
spending, like, all this money on real diamonds, end up being, like, lab-made diamonds or something
Mhm,
that weren't even
mhm,
real,
mhm,
were, like,
mhm.
really getting ripped off with all their money.
Yeah, so that's why I'm
Wow.
at this moment in time, unless it goes the same way for like sneakerheads, they would know if it's an official sneaker or official J's, or maybe they're just the ones that you just actually get probably at like I don't know Kohl's or something like that. There's I guess I mean
Oh,
authentic,
authentic?
yeah, it's authentic then versus non-authentic ones. So I mean there are such thing as just like knockoff shoes. Like best thing I could say is when shopping for like a TV, you would go to like Best Buy or some type of electronic store. Versus if you go to Walmart, it's kinda yeah, you can say it's the same, but it's the watered down version of it.
Alright.
That's why it's so think of it like whenever you get the TVs, like Best Buy get the best right there, and then Target would be like second, and then Walmart or whatever third parties will get whatever previous models that didn't sell. That's why they get them at a very good discount at that point. But it is what it is. So
Well, so what are we
so
saying?
so
You
what
rather have the diamonds of blood, sweat, murder, and tears than lab-grown diamonds? Really?
pretty much.
Just kidding.
Pretty much.
Blood diamonds, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's what everybody wants, and the
Those are
thing
the real thing. I can't handle the lab grown ones where nobody was murdered in the process of getting them. I
yeah, but
really want the
I
murdered
mean, at the
ones.
same time, isn't it the same way you can find, you know how there's this, like, real gold and a fake gold? Because obviously you'll have some type of, rash or something around it or
Oh, yeah,
discoloring, yeah.
yeah. But, I mean, those the lab grown diamonds are still diamonds, though, compared to gold, it's like
Right, but
it's fake or it's not gold.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying, you
yeah,
know
yeah.
how, like
No, but I'm just saying we really want those. We really wanna make sure those blood diamonds are in there.
Yeah.
Like, did you get me an engagement ring? Do you make sure this is the blood diamonds for sure?
Yeah, because we want the bloodiest diamonds.
Because if these are lab or cubic zirconias, I don't know if I can go through with it.
Wow.
Nobody was hurt in the making of this diamond.
Yeah.
It's like, what is going on
That and
here?
it makes you, look at those, Jarrett commercials, like, where you remember the, Jarrett jeweler or whatever? Look at those like, "Oh, man, those must be some bloody diamonds they must have got there."
Right along with questioning our society lately, just like we were watching that streaming guy that they murdered on live stream.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. I didn't watch enough about it, but I heard you watching the videos. And
Yeah,
no, I'm
so
just saying, along with that, with this whole diamond thing, our world is just a real weird place, isn't it?
yeah, I mean, uh, sorry for the gentleman that had passed, fellow streamer. The only thing I can say on that is that you judging how what I seen the footage of what I seen, yeah, that's abuse,
Mhm.
and I just
But I'm
felt
just saying, who would wanna watch that? And like I'm saying with the diamonds, why wouldn't you rather wanna get a lab diamond so you know nobody got hurt in the process of it?
true.
But instead, we same thing with this, like, we'd
Well,
rather have we're creepy people, so we wanna go watch stuff like that.
I
It's
mean,
just so weird to me.
it's it I mean, at one point, we used to watch gladiator fights
I
in the
know, that's
arena,
like
so
back in the olden times, right, when they used to do it too.
right, but that's what
So
we
they
do.
actually killed the people then?
Well, I mean, it's the same thing, like, what's happening now. I mean, one day you can be on top of the world and then lose it all because of saying the wrong thing
Yeah.
or anything like that, so, I
No, I
mean,
know,
it's
I
the
just
rise and fall. So it's like the classic tale.
so guys, there are a couple theories on what happened with this whole situation. So, the first one is a little bit of an inside man theory. So, here's where things get even stranger. Security analysts believe the heist was too perfect to be planned from the outside, which, based on our research, we kind of thought that it was also the case. Some investigators suspect there was an inside man working in the diamond center itself. How did the thieves know exactly where to drill, which cameras were fake, and how much time they had before the guards rotated? One rumor claimed a guard was paid off. Another suggested one of the diamond center's tenants might have been feeding information for years, which one of the, I think, documentaries we saw, it did think that he was a tenant for
Yeah,
3 years.
yeah, no, yeah, they did say it must've been somebody within the area that kinda knew the area very well because, I mean, when they did it on a, religious day in that community, so I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
That
purposely, because there nobody would be out and about.
right.
Yeah. They had to be home by sunset that day or something.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, the kind of, I guess, first theory would be because nobody ever confessed to what actually happened, the ones that did get arrested, that part of the puzzle kind of remains unsolved. So, turning the crime into a legend whispered about in the diamond trade even today. So, yeah, the first theory was basically that there was an inside person that maybe rented a space there, possibly the Leonardo guy, and that he gathered intel for about 3 years on the situation and then brought in his team and then did what they did.
Right.
What was it?
Again, it was I know there was, like, an array of people that were there, but then there was the other 2 guys, the one that's supposed to be, "Let me get the diamonds," and I know another guy, and that's the other guy that I'm talking about that's supposed to get rid of the diamonds to turn it into cash.
All right.
So, those 2 guys are at large, while the other guy you were talking about,
Leonardo.
Yeah,
Well, I don't even
him.
know how to say
Yeah,
it.
so that gentleman right there, that guy right there, plus his associates that helped him do the heist and stuff, because I believe pretty much he was just in the car. His associates went in and handled that.
Yeah.
So that's why he got 5 years. His friend Speedy got 5 years too because of the whole situation. that you know about.
Right.
So the real picture you gotta look at it is actually how their how the I guess the system works over there
Yeah,
because
they don't charge you.
yeah, there was really 5 years. That's if that happened here in the United States, it's you'll be crucified.
And
So,
plus, they were from Italy, I believe, and honestly, they all went back to Italy, and wouldn't have come
yeah,
back to
yeah,
turn the
because
rental
of
car,
the,
and they wouldn't have gotten caught.
extradition,
Yep.
there was a they knew a loophole
There's no
about that, yeah.
extradition between Belgium and, Italy,
Yeah,
I
suppose
believe.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was the main thing.
The other theory is that somebody higher than Leonardo, basically came to him and said, "Hey, is this safe crackable? What do you think? Can you figure that out?" And so he did his research, and then he came back with, "No, it's not crackable, but these are the things that, basically I've gathered up." And then they put the pieces of the puzzle, those different people that were
Yeah,
experts in those areas
yeah,
together
that's why I
to do
said
all
that,
that.
the main guy, he went with that little pen and video record everything
Yeah.
and gave it to that guy. And then he got the call maybe months down the road. And once he got the call, at that moment, he went and met up with him since the guy made a quick $100,000 just to go in there, just to
Get the
record,
info,
just to
yeah.
get info. So
Well, he
that's
didn't
like,
really wasn't he a diamond dealer anyway? He didn't probably need that money. I mean, I don't know.
hey, different strokes for different folks, you know. But he went in and did that job and he went up with that guy because the guy gave him 100,000. I would if you would have given me 100,000 then I was like, all right, well, what I could probably make another easy, 100,000 probably or whatever. When he went there, that's when he found out that he made a replica of what of the pictures he had made.
Yeah, he made, like, a safe offsite where they
Yeah,
could practice and stuff, apparently,
exactly.
so
Yep.
they could do a dry run.
Yep.
So, why the police never stood a chance? Now let's talk about the aftermath. So, you'd think an international manhunt would have nailed every member of the crew, but the truth is, the Belgian police were blindsided. The thieves torched their vehicles, they scattered decoys, and destroyed evidence so effectively that detectives were left chasing shadows. Even the vault footage was missing key hours. Coincidence or sabotage?
I believe it's sabotage. I love Beastie Boys' "Sabotage" song, so I'm going with that for
Really?
200.
And remember, Leonardo served time, but the majority of the so called Turin crew walked free due to lack of evidence. So the irony, the world's greatest diamond heist ended with the thieves basically outsmarting not just the vault, but the entire justice system.
Yeah, because again, everyone that was with in this group got only 5 years, which I'm sure they were probably all in the same jail or prison or whatever, so worked out pretty well for them, and I'm sure they didn't wanna give up the other people because, again, if, they probably have ties but in that community, so
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just a crazy story about basically nothing's ever foolproof, right? Like, they
Right.
always say impenetrable, uncrackable, or even on this one, they had, one of the main keys for the entrance to the safe literally leaning in a coat locker or a
Yeah.
closet next to it,
So,
not
like
even locked up or anything.
yeah, it was pretty much, I'm pretty sure when most people get home and they put their keys, they have a key ring just sitting right there in the most common area. "Oh, yeah, that's where the keys are at." That's where they had it at, really.
And then Leonardo guy, he did rent a safe deposit box inside there because he was a
Yeah,
tenant of the building. Yeah,
that's how they got an exact
yeah.
replica of that because of all the pictures he had
And
taken.
then the one time he went in there, so he would say, "Oh, I need to, put diamonds in my deposit box or get something out or anything." And so because the guards kind of knew him because he was a tenant and he went
Yeah.
in there all the time, they would just open it up and then just say, "Oh, go ahead." And then he would just be in there chilling for however long and they would be outside just chilling.
Yeah. The big, I guess, the thick vault door that we used to always be closed, should I say, was actually open when he was taking the pictures, and the only thing that you saw that was it's like a metal crate that was there, so it was actually you had to go through 2 doors, actually. So like I said, the second door I'm talking about, they said that he rung the bell or whatever, and then that's how they opened up that door. So you can go inside there and, go ahead and deposit your money or jewels into the safety deposit box. So
And then he did take in a can of hairspray, and he sprayed a hairspray over because there's a heat sensor in there. So he sprayed hairspray on the heat sensor thinking that when they actually did break in, that then the alarms wouldn't get set off by the heat sensor, which I guess that did work.
So again, all of these items you can get at Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, Walmart, Target.
Probably Aquanet hairspray, right? Because that's, like, the craziest
No, you
hairspray.
know what? That's crazy you thought about that. I thought it was probably Rave
Really?
hairspray. Like, I thought it was probably that because I know you were going more vintage, yeah.
Well,
Because it's
Aquanet,
because
like, my aunts and them used to use it to
yeah,
get
yeah,
the
yeah.
big
No, no,
hair and
my no.
everything.
God bless her soul. My grandmother too had that too because she was a redhead. So
Wow.
yeah, that's why I was like, oh, thank you for going vintage because it happened in Europe, and Europe has like that old school vibe and
Yeah.
shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. That's probably. But I was going for Rave for more like, hey, maybe he was kind of more hip.
Wow.
I don't know. Or maybe he had the LA Look spray. Remember, LA Looks had their version of it too. Yeah, I used to be somewhat of a hairstylist.
You have to
Well,
tell that story.
no, 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 no. That one goes on to the stage. That one always goes
Oh,
on to the
okay.
stage.
So, guys, the other thing they did because there was a heat sensor and a light sensor inside the door. So if you open the door,
Hmm.
then those would go off. So they did the hairspray on the heat sensor and then they turned the lights off in the building when they were getting ready to open the safe door so that way the sensor wouldn't go off. And then when they went in, they put a bag over the sensor light.
Well, so again, I'm gonna call him Leonardo, like
Like
from
the
Ninja
Ninja
Turtles.
Turtles?
Yep. I'm gonna call him Leonardo. I'm
Okay.
not gonna try to ruin this guy's name, but
Leonardo.
So Leonardo, what he did was when he went to that dry run you were talking about earlier, they trained with the lights being off, so they knew how to open up the safety deposit boxes.
Right.
So that's just a heads up on how they did it. They didn't. That's why they just kind of went in there blindly.
Yeah, and then on the safe deposit boxes, they had, like, a breaker, right, that broke it
Yeah.
open?
Yeah, they had a breaker, you just apply a little pressure and it starts popping it off, so keep on popping it. If anybody ever, broken down a chainsaw or anything that or a crankcase, it's just pretty much that's what it's doing, it's just splitting it and just breaking it.
Yeah, so they just went through and went pop, 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 and popped off a bunch
Yeah,
of boxes and then just took
pretty
whatever was in
much.
there. And then, obviously, Leonardo's box wasn't touched, which if you honestly would've broken his own box, it probably would've made it more believable.
No, but again, you know why they got caught is because over
No, I know, we're gonna
yeah.
talk about that next.
Okay, that's why I didn't wanna give it away, sorry.
Yeah. Um, so we were talking about a little theory that, it was hours later before anybody figured out what happened, right? So they went to work or, they finally the guards went to work or went back in or whatever off rotation, went to the safe and then they
Right,
were like, "Oh crap, everything is disheveled. There's stuff all over the ground and
right.
everything." And then you said if you were the guard coming into work
Yo,
getting there to
trust
that,
no,
you'd been
no,
like,
because no,
"What?
because
There's
no, no.
diamonds
Okay, so no,
everywhere."
yeah. So check it out. The dramatization. Yeah, I saw diamonds and everything. Yes, that's why in the beginning of the episode I said that. Yeah, I didn't steal, but I was this close. I think that day I would have been like, you know what, man, I'm out of here, dog. I'm just
You
gonna
would have
go ahead
been
and
like
take
the
a
guy
visit.
on Friday, "One for you, one for me, one for you,
Yeah.
one for me."
Hmm.
I'm just
But
kidding.
for my left and right pocket, one for me, one for you, one for me, one for you. So
Well, they don't know what got
that's
that's the thing about
exactly.
safety deposit boxes too,
Yo,
is
and
you
then
don't know what's in there
and
too.
check it out. And if I would have had to talk to one of the cops and they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, can we check your pocket?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah," but little do they know it's in my shoes. So yeah,
But can
that's
you
how I would
imagine
have
being
handled
just
it.
random security guard that gets paid whatever, going in there and then just getting in there and being like, "There's diamonds everywhere."
Yeah, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and take all these, man.
Like, "Gee."
I'm gonna go give this to my baby girl Shay.
And then I'd be like, "Yes, I got a blood diamond."
Yeah,
Just
the
kidding.
bloodiest one. I'm gonna tell
Wow.
you.
So, guys, that takes us to our bonus content for the day, which I didn't even mention at the
Again,
beginning.
we call it the boner content. So for forever and infamy,
For all
it
our
is
new
always
fans.
yeah. For all our new fans, I don't call it what she calls it. I call it boner content.
So, we are glad you stayed until the end. So, here is the bonus content Netflix left off on, you can say, or off the table.
I will say it was neither nor on a table or off the table. It was well, it was definitely off the table. It was more on the ground, scattered with trash. Right.
It's probably what they said when, you know how you were talking about documentaries don't always ask all the questions. These were probably hard limit questions for them or something.
Yeah, to be honest, I forgot the young YouTuber that did that little Q&A with Mr. Beast, like I think was it earlier this year or last year or whatever. Like he was giving softball questions to him and not asking real
Oh,
questions,
yeah.
or even Joe Rogan and like what is everyone afraid? Like you can't just ask, hey man, what's this? Then if you're not gonna answer any other questions I have, then I'm like, here, and you can just go and I'll just tell everyone, I'm like, hey man, I had such and such here, and I wanted to ask them this question, and immediately they said no, and I just told them to leave.
No, it's more like you go on the podcast and then they're like, "So, man, how's the weather? Hey,
Yeah,
you like those Tigers? They're doing pretty well this year, huh?"
tigers.
Or whatever, stuff like, "Why aren't you asking us the stuff we all wanna know about?"
Yeah, I mean,
What's even the point of having the person on there if you're just gonna do that?
I don't know, man. I felt as though when you have the person that you can ask them the question, but don't want to ask the question because of this, and that, then don't have them. And
Yeah,
then if they want you to do it, just be listen. And then even if there's money involved, I'm like, listen, if you yourself are an influencer, then at that moment in time, you shouldn't have to use that person to have to
right.
do that.
Yeah,
You can collaborate. The keyword is collaborate, but at that same time, it doesn't look good for you, the other person on the other side that's trying to be, all right, I'm trying to do the right thing, trying to be a journalist, but
right.
not really ask the real questions.
So, guys, last podcast, Johnny did mention he wanted to have Macaulay Culkin on the, podcast, so if you guys
Hell
have
yeah,
his
man.
contact information,
Hell
though,
yeah, I
just go
want
ahead
that
and
guy, man.
hit him up for us.
Hell yeah,
We know he has a lot of free time right now, so
yeah, man. I'm
well, he's
shit.
getting ready for Zootopia too, so maybe not, but
Yeah. He's doing the voice. I wonder who's doing the voiceover of. Which that's a future video because you still haven't seen the whole. Oh yeah, you did have.
yes, I have.
I
You keep
always be
saying
forgetting about
that.
that, man.
Jeez.
Jeez,
But you know how I watch movies, I could probably
cheese,
watch it again.
jinx. Nah, I was supposed to
No,
cheese.
it's Jinx the Joke, you owe me a Coke.
Oh well,
Have you ever heard
that's
that one?
nah, nah.
Okay, we used to say that when we were little. So, guys, back to bonus content. So, the salad
It's boner
heist.
content.
The thieves allegedly left behind a half-eaten salami sandwich near the scene. This was actually, I think, when they were throwing out their kind of like books and their
No,
papers and
okay.
all
So
that.
what happened was just as just
Oh, no,
no
they were driving and they threw it out the window.
no. So
No?
what? Okay, so what
Oh,
happened is that Leo was driving, and they were trying to drive off across border to another. I don't know
to
where they
go
were
to
going
Italy.
to go to Italy because of the extradition. They won't extradite or anything. So they pulled over because Leo needed to take a leak. His friend Speedy started just like, again, just like I told you earlier, you have that your conscience and starts eating at you and you start kind of flipping out, a psychosis. He just started kind of panicking, throwing stuff around, and then also the food that had, and
Oh,
then
that's where he was throwing out the bags of their notes and all that stuff,
right. Well, no,
and
I
their
won't
gloves
say
and everything.
yeah, just pretty much the evidence.
Well, the bags for the where the diamonds were into, the white
Right,
bags or
but
something.
when he was doing that, it looked like he had it in one spot, but then that doesn't help the situation because you didn't really spread it along. So someone that owned the property of that, he thought there was some kids partying, drinking, or just throwing trash on there, and he called law enforcement, and they just and exactly described everything out what was little diamond bags and all the stuff that you were talking about, and he said, "Don't touch it," the cops, and then they got there, preserved the crime scene, and that's how the domino effect
And
happened.
then they found the sandwich, and then they did the
Yep,
DNA on the sandwich.
yep.
Wow. So whoever wanted to after getting $100 billion in diamonds, whoever felt, "Let's make a salami sandwich." Maybe that was the really stupid.
Yeah, man,
They
and
shoulda went out for a steak dinner after they got back to Italy or something, you know?
yeah, but I'm sure that's why they stole those diamonds because 'cause I'm sure their pockets was very low at the
Yeah.
moment. But, yeah, now I know, think of it this way, guys, if you're gonna do a crime, make sure you have a full tank. Don't don't
Yeah.
don't be like, "Oh, man, I'm hungry after
Full tank of gas
stealing
and
all this
food.
stuff, stealing all these diamonds, I'm hungry and stuff." Nah, man. Then if you are hungry, know what you need to do, just go ahead and just like Shay said, go sit down at Ponderosa Steakhouse or, Golden Corral. I'm not a Golden Corral guy, but if you are, go ahead,
Or the
sit there.
vintage, Pizza Hut that we saw in North Carolina.
Or that if you're a Pizza Hut person, man, and just make sure when you're done, you dump it in their trash can because little Jimmy is gonna probably clean it up. So I'm just gonna tell you guys, just don't do it, man. Just if you're hungry, just eat something before, man. I'm like, yo, you know what? If I was the leader, if my name was Leo and I was the leader, I'm like, hey man, did you eat? Did you? Oh, you didn't eat? Here, I gave you. I'm gonna give you a power bar, but I give me the trash. Give me the trash.
Well, that's like they say when you go grocery
And
shopping, you're
I'm gonna
supposed
make
to
sure. I'm gonna make sure they eat the whole thing. See, that's what happened. People wasteful. Goes back to what you were talking about. People wasteful. You need to go ahead and eat the whole damn thing and just be like, all right, cool. All evidence is gone now.
And that's what they say about going grocery shopping too, is you're supposed to eat you're not supposed to go grocery shopping on an empty stomach either,
Yeah.
because then you'll buy more stuff you don't want or don't need.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, oh, I didn't even know I had this.
The DNA clue ended up being the biggest mistake of their perfect crime, just a little sandwich,
Exactly. So that's why I
half-eaten
said,
sandwich.
yeah, that's why I said that. Hey, man, hey, this goes out to all thieves or anything. Make sure you ask your team, hey, did you have a Snickers? Did you have a power bar?
Yeah, it
If not, man, I know whoever's the leader of the team always has a family or something. Go ahead and just tell your wife, hey, I'm going to take the Nature Valley bars. I'm going to be working late. And, that's it. That's all I'm trying to say, man. Look out for the
It
team.
always comes back to Nature Valley bars, guys.
Yeah.
In the Poop Cruise video, they could have saved that whole thing with Nature Valley bars.
Yeah. And you got to go back to that. You got to go back to our old video to catch that.
Yeah. So, the billionaire theory. Conspiracy buffs believe the heist was never about random greed. Some claim a wealthy collector hired the team, which is that second theory we were talking about, just to secure rare diamonds that would never be seen on the open market again.
So we out here just going to take rare items, huh?
Yeah. Well, if you think about what was in there, it was like boutique, collections of diamonds that, were very prestige or whatever.
What happened if I had a safety deposit box and I was a wealthy billionaire black man and I just had, bones of a dodo bird? I mean,
I
that's
don't
like,
know. You'd
yeah,
have to
yeah.
tell the insurance company, I guess, how much that's worth.
It should be extremely a lot of money. I know that.
But how do you Okay, guys, this is the weird part to me. So you have a safety deposit box, nobody knows what's in it. It's a secret. Even the bank doesn't know or whoever you have it at the vault. So then when it gets robbed, what do you say? "Oh yeah, I had 50 billion in there."
I mean, you might as well just go ahead and just lie on
So
there.
maybe they only really stole 2 billion worth of diamonds, but all these people that had these boxes are like, "Oh yeah, for sure. My stuff was like loaded down."
Mhm, mhm.
I mean, I don't know. That's the perfect crime, right?
I mean, listen, we would have to do a little research on that and be like, we can do that in a future episode. Uh, Safety deposit boxes, where to keep your money,
Wow. Yeah,
or
or
I bet where not to keep your money at. Actually,
yeah, because wasn't there that one, movie too where they broke in and stole a rare ring out of it or something?
oh
And he
yeah,
had to
yeah,
say like,
it's
"Oh,
called
whoops,
it's called
I didn't wanna say that I had that, but I had
Inside,
that."
yeah, Inside Man
Yeah,
or Inside, yeah,
that was a pretty good one.
yeah. It's another one of my Denzel.
The Hollywood effect, guys. The crime has inspired not just Netflix, of course, the Netflix thing is out, but rumors of future big budget films. So if Hollywood adapts it again, who do you think should play Leonardo? We came up with possibly De Niro.
Yeah, because when you see the mugshot of the older gentleman, Robert De Niro seems like a great candidate for it. Or if you don't see Rob De Niro, I guess that George Clooney did the Ocean's 11,
Yeah, that
so
would be
it's
weird.
like, yeah, it'd be very weird for him to
They
do
said,
that.
or they could go young and flashy with someone like Matt Damon. When I was looking it up, who would they do that? Who would they cast him?
That's me saying somebody young.
Well, he's younger
Uh,
than Robert De Niro.
yeah, it's true.
Fine, Macaulay Culkin needs work. He can have this part too.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. You gotta give my boy some work, man.
I told them they could hire for the Goblin King too.
Yo, you never know, man. Yo, wasn't he in the Nutcracker? Remember the musical Nutcracker?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but it was all like Australia. It wasn't
He
singing,
had
right?
leotards on in there. He could be the Goblin King.
Oh God, you and these leotards,
No,
man.
because you know how you were giving a hard time with David Bowie's sock area?
Dude, it's called The Situation,
So
dog.
that'd be perfect. That's, like, awesome.
It's the
It's a great
situations.
callback.
Just a bunch of callbacks, guys.
Yeah. But outside of that, anything else you wanna add on to our our Antwerp Diamond Heist
Oh,
overview?
the overview I can say for the Diamond Heist is make sure one you ask your team, make sure you guys go out to go eat. Never be loaded. When I say loaded, don't be inebriated, drunk, or anything. You got to be sober and have a full tummy when you're doing these heists, guys. That's all I'm
Wow.
just gonna say, man. You're going in there, you're doing the job, and you know what? I'm sure if we ask these psychopath killers, they'll probably tell you, you know what? We always make sure we go eat before we go do our crimes
Yeah, probably.
because we all know when you get locked up or if you got a standoff, there's not going to be no food in the afterlife. And about time you get locked up, they probably just got done eating. Everybody's going to sleep. So there's no win-win. So
Are
make
you
sure
gonna get a
you eat.
cheese?
Yeah, make sure. Yeah, they'll probably put your cheese sandwich on the side. Government cheese. But all I'm gonna say is don't do it, man. I mean, what's the point of stealing? I mean, sure, yeah, it's quick money for a moment, but don't you want that like that forever money, that lucrative money, that type of money where you can put that money into, I don't know, IRA or damn, right now I'm starting to sound like a financial influencer now. All right, you know what I mean. But Shay, you got anything to say at the end of this? On the end
Our
of that?
next video will be how to make $5,000 in one day on YouTube.
No, I think at that moment, be honest,
It's
if
a
you
joke.
ever catch us doing that, I think
No.
at that moment, no, listen, at that moment, that's how you know we sold out.
Wow.
I think that's
I think
no, I think
most
no, no, real talk. That's how you know we sold out. If we did a crypto or anything selling financial right there, yeah, those guys sold out, and I will co-sign on that.
I will say most the YouTubers that, put out videos like how to make money on YouTube and all that stuff. Yeah, some of the stuff is good, but I think a lot of them, unfortunately, they just didn't have anything else to make videos about. So they're just like, oh, I'll just show people how to make videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean,
But its videos are helpful, but
yeah, no,
some of
no,
the
no,
stuff is
yeah, no,
BS.
big ups. No, no, those videos are helpful, but I feel as though it's not as helpful as, "Hey, how do I change a tire?" or how do I check something?" or
For our things, just
not check something,
entertainment.
sorry. How do I check my battery? Or how do I, put air in a tire? I mean, that last one is kinda self-explanatory.
Or everyone just needs a good laugh at the end of the day to relax. That's what the point of our channel is.
Right, ours is just to, yeah, I
We are live streaming on Twitch, the unedited version. So if you guys want to check that out, feel free.
yes, and, how was your day, Shay?
It was good.
Everything was okay? My day was pretty good other than, I had a little had 2 hiccups today, but, nothing that, your boy can't, fix though, so that happens.
What, the hiccup, dead battery hiccup?
Oh, no, no, I'm not talking about my life stuff, I'm talking about work. Like,
Oh,
I just got a couple of hiccups at work, but yeah, now since you bring up life stuff, I got 1 life hiccup.
the dead battery.
Yeah, so thank you for, making me think about that now.
Whatever, stop. It happens. It's called we live in Florida and it's 110 degrees, and so batteries don't last forever.
Yeah,
That's what that's called.
unless you have an Energizer bunny.
They don't even. I bought those ones and they're the same. Same as the regular ones.
Right.
Right. Okay, guys. The Antwerp Diamond Heist is proof that sometimes the biggest crimes don't require bullets, just brains. But with billions still missing, the real question is, did the thieves get away with it? Or are we only seeing the tip of the iceberg?
Facts.
Dun, dun, dun. No, just kidding. Subscribe, guys, and let me know in the comments. Do you think this was the perfect crime or the perfect cover up?
Man, I think it was the perfect crime, and you should subscribe. And I thought that they could have probably got away if you would have liked it.
So I did read a stat today where it said for every 1,000 views, you'll get 4 subscribers. That is just so stingy, guys. So stingy. I just wanted to point that out.
I mean,
That's a
I
lot of
mean,
people just, getting free content there.
yeah, but I'll admit, again, now since I've been on this side of doing YouTube, I myself got to sit back and think, man, I got to like and subscribe. So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be liking and subscribing from now on. I had to turn over a new what is it, leaf? A leaf?
Leaf?
Leaf? Yeah, I had to turn over a new leaf. Leaf, right?
No, with an
Anyways,
F.
I had to turn over, and so now I've been subscribing and making sure I like people's videos. I'm just not gonna comment.
You can't on the TV anyway, that's mostly where you watch it, so
Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry. I just it's not as if I don't wanna comment, but it's just that right there, that I felt like if AI can do that for me, I'm like, "Oh, sweet. Just say something nice and sweet for them." There you go.
wow. I think yes, or I always like and subscribe to people because like, rooting them on, you know? I'm like the
Yeah,
underdog
no, no,
rooter.
no, by all means. No, by
But,
all
yeah,
means.
Johnny, a lot of times, I'd be like, "You watch this guy's video every day. You didn't even subscribe to him." And he's like, "Oh, I don't know."
Yeah, well, because
But then once we started doing it, he was like, "Oh, yeah."
exactly. So, I
I mean,
do
it's free, guys. That's all I can say about
yeah,
it.
I do apologize, to damn, I felt like I have to put, like, a list together,
You
to
wanna
all the
say all the ones you watch on here? Probably
yeah,
not.
yeah, 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 they're gonna be like, "Oh, man," they're gonna be like, "Oh, we got these receipts on him now." Yeah, so,
No, but guys, all I can say is root for the little guys. When you get on those channels that have just a few subscribers, just help them out.
yeah,
That's it.
man. Yeah,
It's easy.
just
Yeah.
a couple of hearts.
But
I mean,
outside of
likes.
that, we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here for you guys.
Alright,
And
guys.
we're gonna switch over to our Twitch and close that one out for the night. So definitely check out our Twitch to see when, you see a next live. We'll probably be live Sunday through Thursday.
Yep.
Usually, well, it really depends on the baby, but usually around 8 p.m. Eastern ish.
you mean our overlord?
Yeah.
Yeah, Julius is our overlord, so yes.
He has to go to sleep before we can do this, guys.
Mhm, mhm.
So 8 p.m., around 8 p.m. ish Eastern, 8:30 Eastern is usually when we'll start. So Sunday through Thursday, that should be the plan and goal. Life happens, right? We both work full
Yep,
time. We have a baby, so we can't always do it. But if
that's
you want to check out the live stream so you can interact with us, go and check that out. But then still watch the edited video because that's, where we'll put all the fun stuff in. So,
yep, yep, yep.
yep.
So, good
So we're
night,
going to close
guys.
out the regular podcast and we're going to switch on over.
Well, yeah, good night, guys. I hope to see you guys on the next one. Peace out.